Welcome to the podcast Friday Feels, brought to you by the Office of Counseling and Wellness at Berkeley College. I'm your host and personal counselor, Sarah Nickerson. Join our journey with Berkeley students as they navigate the challenges of the current pandemic with strength, creativity, and wisdom. New episodes released every Friday. Thanks for listening. All right, Selena, welcome to Friday Feels. I'm so happy to have you here. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Sarah. Thank you so much for having me here at Friday Feels.
Yeah, we're so glad you're here. So, usually we start by having the student just tell us a little bit about themselves. So, whatever you'd like to share, I'd love to hear.
Okay, so I'm 20 years old. I do attend the Woodbridge campus. That was my home campus, but starting in January, I am gonna start going to the Newark campus. So I'm really excited about
Okay,
that.
nice.
In December, if everything goes good, fingers crossed, I do finish my associate's degree in legal studies. And then,
Ooh,
yep. And then in January, I will be going into getting my bachelor's in accounting now.
okay, that's awesome. How are you feeling about all of that?
Really excited. It actually came sooner than I thought it would come. Like every student, there was a lot of bumps on the road, a lot of hard moments,
Yeah.
but it was just like pushing yourself through to the end to finish that accomplishment and see the
Mhm.
big picture at the end was definitely worth it.
Yeah, that's good. What has been for you like the biggest challenge with the pandemic?
With the pandemic, I feel like it really got like all the families and communities together, and you were able to like see how like we're all really here to help one another. And I actually thought that was something positive that I was able to get from the pandemic and everything because it did affect my family. Like personally, I did lose
Mhm.
an uncle because of COVID and
Yeah.
everything. So like when it first started it was kind of like rough and everything, but then seeing like that as a community a lot of people were getting together because of it, it actually it turned the positive, it turned it into something positive and everything.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear about how the pandemic has affected your family. It sounds like um, you guys have found a way to come together and support each other through this really difficult time.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. What are some other, positives or unexpected results of the pandemic for you or for your family?
Something else that I thought was positive from the pandemic, now that there's a lot of more virtual events and everything, especially even with Berkeley College, I think it's amazing how now everyone's adapting more and using more of the technology that we had before, but we really weren't taking advantage of as much. So I
Mm.
think that's also something positive. We're using different perspective and different things for things we use. Like we used computers before, but not in the way that we're using them now. So that was also something positive. I did go into the murder mystery event that they had last
Oh,
week for Berkeley College. It was the virtual, like we had to find who the killer was. It was like a game and everything. It was and I thought it was actually pretty cool. It was amazing. I had a really fun time. It was the first time I actually attend like a virtual event like that, like a mystery game. So I was
mm.
kind of like iffy, like I was like I didn't know if it was going to go all that well, but it was definitely a positive experience as well since the pandemic.
That's great. Yeah, I feel like there have been definitely so many more opportunities that maybe we wouldn't have been able to do before because we can be connected. I know sometimes the technology can also be stressful or feel like overwhelming, but there are definitely some ways that we've gotten to connect that weren't possible before. What do you feel like has given you a sense of like hope or a sense of motivation to keep moving forward?
Honestly, everything that I always do, I try to do it for my parents, cuz my parents have always been there giving me everything to get a better
Mm.
education, to not do the same mistakes they went through and everything. So every time that I have an accomplishment and I'm able to accomplish it, like I definitely always say it's because of them pushing me, motivating me to become a better person every day.
Yeah, yeah, and just like really, trying to honor everything that they've done for you. That's wonderful. What are some of like self-care activities that you've picked up or things that you've been doing to take care of yourself?
Honestly, I'm a very shy person, but I love writing poetry and I love writing music. And I feel like when I write music or when I write a poem, I'm able to show myself like through the lyrics and everything. And like, I feel like you're able to show what you're really feeling, what you're really going through when you're writing those lyrics down. So I would definitely say that the lyrics to
Mm.
either the poems or the songs have helped me like self identify, become a better person, and actually like start seeing like value in myself that I didn't see before.
Yeah, I love that. What is it about like what is it about the lyrics or the words that help you to be able to do that?
I feel like because you're able to express how you really feel, like you can try to say something to someone like about how you're feeling, but it's not going to go as deep as when you're on your own and you're thinking and you're in your thoughts and you're processing everything and writing down and putting the message you're trying to say together, that you're able to really truly identify who you are. You have no limits to say what you actually want to say. And I know sometimes when you're speaking to someone, it kind of becomes difficult because you don't know what you want to say or if you're going to say something wrong. So you tend to like hold back a little bit rather than when you're writing lyrics and you're on your own, there's nothing holding you back.
Yeah, I love that's actually something that I do too. And I think you're right. There's something about like one being by yourself and being able to express it to yourself, right? And then also, I don't know, there's something about writing it. Like listening to it is wonderful, but like writing something down is like it's almost like another way for us to process what we're feeling and to be able to really like release some of those emotions and explore them. So I love that you have discovered that as something that brings you a sense of grounding or self-care.
Yeah.
That's really great. What else have you been up to? Have you picked up any other hobbies or anything new that you weren't doing before?
I actually started having more time to read, now that we're not able to go out as much and everything. I used to read a lot before, but then I started going out more and going to work and school. So I kind of stopped reading as much. So now that I have more time and I'm doing online courses and I'm currently like I have more time since I'm not going out. I have been reading a lot more. And
Mm.
so yeah, and I feel like it helps me because it allows my mind to always keep going and like, never stopping, learning new vocabulary and everything, which is also very important.
Do you have a favorite book that you've been reading?
I recently started reading a new book. It's a Christian book. It's 40 days to a 40-day like trial thing that you like start to see like your purpose in life and what you're really here for and what do you want to
Ooh.
do. So I'm actually currently in day 10. It's actually very inspiring. I actually learned like the importance of why we shouldn't procrastinate and everything. So I feel like it's actually helping me become a better person, and also able to use this into my school life. Instead of procrastinating and everything, I'm able to now have things done on time or ahead of time.
Wow.
So yeah, it's been really changing my life early on into the book already.
Wow. What's the name of the book?
It is called one moment. Let's see. It's by Rick Warren. It's The Purpose Driven Life. What on earth am I here for?
Oh, nice. That's great. It sounds like it's been really helpful for you and been helping you to kind of stay on track and get the most out of the season of life. That's great.
Yeah.
Good. Well, my last question for you would be like if you had any advice or support or encouragement to give other Berkeley students, what would it be?
Definitely stay safe. Have fun and everything, but stay safe because it's very important not just for our well-being, but for the whole society itself. If we all do our part, then it could be over soon. If we all work together and keep pushing like we have so far, it'll be over. But if we stop and like stop taking cautions and stop being careful and everything, it's gonna be worse for us and everything. And definitely seek help if you need help. There's a lot of different programs here in Berkeley that could help us. And if you don't know if there's a certain type of program, definitely reach out. There's always any professor or any campus associate would always be glad to tell you if there's a certain program, if you're not sure if there's something that you need. I've definitely, before I knew about CAS, I would always be trying to get help, like for going over my assignments and
Mm.
stuff, and trying to find my own ways to get help. And then when I finally seek to a professor and everything, she told me about the program, and like I was glad to see that there was something there in the college that was actually able to help me that I wasn't aware of before.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and you know, it sounds like you utilize CAST. Are there any other groups or resources that have been specifically helpful for you?
Yes, I do have the see like all the weekly events that are posted and everything, and see like what's going on with that. It's always good to like try to get involved, to get to know new people, get familiar with the students and also the professors and advisors and everyone, because we're all just there to learn. We're all there learning together. We're all growing there together, and we're just going ahead and everything. So yeah, that it's always just read the emails that are sent to you, because they do tell you of events that are going on and everything
Mm.
during the week in the campuses or online. So definitely just staying connected and seeing all that.
Yeah, that's great. And then do you have any plans for yourself after college?
After college, I do plan, like I said, I did get my first degree, but I do plan on getting now my second degree in accounting.
Mm.
And then after that, I do want to open up like a law firm, but where I'm also able to do taxes seasonally and everything, and have that opportunity there to finally have my own schedule, and also to allow like students and everything to get schoolwork done and everything.
Good. That's great, Selena. Well, I'm so glad that, we were able to have you on here today. I'm excited for you and for your future. Congrats on your first degree and good luck on your second one. I know that you're going to do some really wonderful things in the world. And thank you so much for just taking the time to talk to us and let us know how you're doing. And taking the time to encourage other Berkeley students as well. It's been a delight to have you with us today.
Oh no, thank you, Sarah, for having me here and giving me the opportunity to speak on the Friday Feels. It was definitely something exciting and very conversational. It was amazing, and thank you for having me here.
Yeah, anytime. Okay, well, take care.
You too. Bye
All
bye.
right, bye. That's all for now. Join us next week for another episode of Friday Feels. Enjoy your weekend and stay safe. Be well.